Hey everyone, my name's Karsten, and I make art. Today, I had a few projects I wanted to get finished up, so I thought it'd be a good idea to sit back, relax, and talk about some of the ideas I had in my last video. So yeah, let's get into it. The first project I wanted to get into today is for my buddy's used car shop. He's doing pretty good, but I'm hoping that it helps him get things going. So let's get into it. So with all the AI stuff going on lately, I've seen some comments of people talking about how there might be an AI renaissance coming. And they mean it in the way of, with all the bad AI art out there right now, some artists are shining through and making incredible work still. We've hit a timeline shift now, before and after AI. It's like we've opened Pandora's box now. And I feel like AI art is already getting stale. I mean, all it does anyways is take an average of a bunch of people's art who actually put the work in. And over time, with each generation, AI does get better, but it's still just impersonating real artists. Drew Struzan is the name of a legendary artist who passed away recently. If you don't know his name, you definitely know the work. I saw a video about him recently, and someone in the comments said that his legacy will live on through AI art. That's insane. If everyone is making AI images trained on Drew Struzan's artwork, then no one's putting in the work to make new techniques to become the next Drew Struzan. The art gets lost. It's important to honor the legacy of the people who came before us, and I don't think anyone's gonna argue with me on that. I see this stuff everywhere now. Like, what's gonna happen when AI starts training on its own code? Alright, we're calling that one good. So my next project here is for my buddy AJ Krash. He's got an album coming out soon, and I wanted to get some promo artwork together for him. I shot a message over to him on Instagram, and he got back to me with a few ideas. He said he's going for a dark winter sort of vibe, so we're gonna see what we can cook up for him. I already started out here with a basic outline. Kinda got the Gothic church and the trees. I'm picturing some northern lights ahead. He's got the mink coat that's gonna be on there. So let's get popping on this one. And yeah, some artists are pushing back. A renaissance may happen, but I think it's optimistic. New artists are getting discouraged. AI has infected the internet. It's everywhere, in our browsers, our chat apps, and our social medias. Not to mention the fact that it's in Google Images and Pinterest now. New artists are using AI images for reference and they don't even know it. New artists are starting to lose hope these days, and I felt it too, especially when I'm doom scrolling. Oh. I mean, why spend years trying to master something that a computer can do in no time at all? Right? I mean, mathematicians don't do this, right? There are some really good artists that are ahead of the curve right now, and they need to keep fighting. I think it's important that we focus on using AI specifically for technical work that's non-interpretive. I've used Claude, I've used ChatGPT, and I even got on Sora. They're all guilty of the same sin. AI companies have billions of dollars, and they have the smartest engineers on the planet. All this money and all the opportunities, and OpenAI creates an app called Sora. It's literally a TikTok copycat where you scroll exclusively AI media. And Meta's done the same thing. They have their own version called Meta AI where you just scroll AI art. I mean, AI does have so many real-world uses in the medical world, climate data, and so many other things. It's starting to seem like late-stage capitalism chooses engagement and content over real-life ethics. When OpenAI came out with Sora, it was released with no guidelines. People were making videos with existing IPs like SpongeBob and Breaking Bad. And then, a few days later, they pulled the ability to do that like it wasn't a big marketing stunt. The whole water and energy usage thing may be overplayed, but the generational impact is already being felt. Kids growing up now will not know a world without AI. Alright, I think this is a pretty good foundation. Let's move on to the next one. For my last one here, I wanted to focus on one that I needed to finish up for quite a while. A few years ago, I created these cartoons based on characters from an app, but now the customer wants me to upgrade it. So let's dive into that one. I think we're going to start with this font. It's pretty hideous. So let's talk about the big one, COVID. The COVID lockdown gave artists the time to invest in themselves, and the isolation kind of forced our creativity when we weren't doing absolutely nothing. But now we're just fighting to express ourselves with even less free time. It seems like technology is advancing faster than we can adapt to it anymore. AI art and images have already filled the internet, and artists are already discouraged. And being a young person who is tossed into a post-COVID adulthood, it's given me an interesting perspective on things. A lot of advancements in tech and the companies making them are starting to scare me. I started my short film during lockdown. Almost 3 years later, I'm still working on it, and I've got a lot to go. AI might be a bubble that bursts, but even if AI fails long-term and economically, the real-world effects are already permanent. AI art and images have already filled the internet, and already artists are discouraged. Even if the bubble does burst, the damage is already done. One of my longtime favorite YouTube channels, Corridor Digital, has been doing a lot of great work in the AI tool space recently. They were talking about the new robot coming out called the Neo. The thing is, it's not an autonomous robot. It's actually controlled by someone with a VR headset miles away. In the podcast, they were talking about how the perfect robot is not one with a human in it. It's one like a Roomba where you can kick it around. And I'm not saying we should just treat AI and robots terribly. We've seen those movies. I'm just saying, when it comes to robots and design, it should be about form versus function. Why not give a robot 10 fingers on each hand? Why not make it do my laundry or my taxes? Maybe let us do what we enjoy and let AI do what we don't. My generation has the before and after AI awareness. Keep creating with your own experience and honor the people whose work really mattered and made a difference. And push for regulation and ethics in not just these companies, but in our government. All this to say, art is subjective, but maybe it's not all about the art. Maybe it's about the artist. Maybe it's not just about the destination. Maybe it's about the journey. Thank you to everyone who actually stayed around to the end of the video. We ended up getting 3 commissions finished up today, and we're going to make these customers happy with real human-made artwork. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.